It's a cold time in the UK for winter. How about a nice heated throw? It's a little throw you can wear, but it also heats up pretty much like an electric blanket. We're going to put this to the test and see just how well it works on this cold winter's evening. And you're watching FlorenceBallardA3060 on film. So I got this from a Costco store. No, I don't have a Costco card. We know some family friends that do, but that's what I got from there. It's only about $28.99 I think it was, or something like that. $28.89 I think it was. So it's cheaper than what you'll buy most of these for. So it's a nice blankety material. Make sure you definitely throw that away. That's silica. We're given an instruction manual with it, are we not? Probably okay. The first thing we're going to do, locate the on and off switch on the little block connector. Flick that on. There's no visible, much of a visible light, but there is a little red light here. That lets you know it's on. Then, on the corner, you have your thermostat or temperature control. You press the thermometer button here to enable you to select 4 heat settings. It would always start off on the lowest setting, which is the first bar. Press it again for the second one, again for the third and the fourth. Optimal temperature, I'd probably say you wouldn't be using it more than the second. It is entirely up to you. I found by using it, I really only just use it above on 2. Once I've used it more than that. How you wear it is totally up to you. You can use it as a blanket like this, just to wrap around your lap. Just make sure you know where the connector is. Controller's here. You can either do this, you can snug like that, or you can even wrap it around so it's around your back. I found that's quite comforting. Sometimes though it is nice just to wrap up like this. You can bend it underneath you as well. But I tend to go this way with it because I found it's the easiest way to wear it. You will get the only disadvantage I have is the cable that does trail around a bit. As long as you don't sit on it, it's comfy. Right, here's our controller. So we're on setting 1, which is low. So you have like low, medium, medium, high, or maybe you like say you've got lukewarm, warm, very warm, and hot. Now, just being on the low setting for probably 30 seconds, I can already feel some warmth. It's actually, it produces a very nice sort of snuggly warmth. It's not like it makes you sweat or anything, like some electric blankets can get you going. Now, they do warn you in the manual, do not use this as an electric blanket. It's simply just to be used as a throw. Let's take this up 1 notch to the optimal temperature of setting 2. You can actually feel it really warm up, that's one thing. It is machine washable and it is tumble dryer safe. I advise use it on a delicate, maybe a cool wash and a low heat dry. But of course, definitely make sure you disconnect it from the plug. It must be disconnected from this. Oh, that's lovely, that is. That's good if you. It's very cheap to run. Wouldn't be anywhere near as expensive as an electric blanket is. Or indeed a heater. So if you're someone that's like us, we've got central heating, but we have a lot of drafts because we've got hard flooring in here, whatnot. It's not even just for that. If you just want to sit around watching TV or at night, just don't. It does also state do not use this in bed. So do not wrap your duvet around you plus this because it will trap heat and it means it could overheat. You'll also get too hot in it. So it's just nice to sit around like this. I mean, even just now, that's setting 2 and that is really a comfortable temperature. Normally wouldn't go further, but for the sake of demonstration, I am going to. So take this up to setting 3. It's also nice if you rather than use a fan heater or any kind of convector heater you have, you just want to sit around, you know, at night. It's cheaper to run than your heating, and it does. It's very snug. Could quite easily fall asleep. In fact, the other evening I did. I put this on and I had a nap in it. I didn't even tend to fall asleep either. It just happened. But that's how comfy it is. That's why I've got my shirt. I've got my jumper off so that I can actually feel the cold. Because we haven't had the heating on all morning, so I've got a good sort of feeling of it. That is really nice. I mean, that is okay. It is a bit warm, but it's still okay, comfortable. Now I'm going to take it up to max level. It's really nice and warm on your back though. And the other good thing is it warms up the sofa, so it kind of creates a nice warm spot for you. Oh, that's lovely that is. But that is, yeah, that's really warm, that is. And also with us having, you know, we're still in the winter. Hopefully spring's on its way now, but as I say, yeah. Wow, that is amazing. It doesn't get uncomfortably hot either. So, just feels like you're being hugged. That's what it feels like. You're being hugged by, like, I don't know. I can't think of any characters. It's like being hugged by a giant bear though. Like a giant Care Bear maybe, or something like that. It's lovely that is, wow. And then of course take it down. It does, you cannot actually switch it off from the controller, you have to physically switch it off from there. But you can take it down to a low temperature. You can leave it around. I prefer when I get up to switch it off at the controller. The elements in this are a lot better protected than, say, that probably in an electric blanket. It is allowed to be bent. But when you store it, do not scrunch it up the way that you might, say, throw a blanket over, like, you know, you might roll a blanket up. Just fold it the way that it would have come in the box. Really, or just fold it into like a few squares and that's it. It's just to protect the elements. I believe that, I think, obviously, they will be insulated in here, so, you know, you got no worry. But if yours comes with any, you know, inspect it, if there's any frays or damages, don't use it. Time for the conclusion on this. And what I think of it. Alright, so what do we think of this product? I think it's amazing. It's probably one of the best things I've brought, especially for the winter. I know I have a sort of collection of fans and electric heaters, and we know that last year I reviewed a Dimplex electric radiant fire. Don't get me wrong, the heat that thing belches out is absolutely amazing, but it is quite costly to run. So if someone's on your own really as well, this is also good. So like you're a student, you don't really want to be paying heating bills. This is something good just to sit around in. You don't have to have your whole house heated or apartment or whatever. You can just sit around with this. Probably actually I say it makes me feel a lot warmer than sitting in front of a radiator. Different, because especially if you sit in front of a radiator, you do risk getting burnt by it. This thing cannot get hot enough for it to burn you. It does have an overheat protection as well, so it will cut out if there's anything overheating or anything. But you can really only buy it from Costco, and I have seen it on Amazon. On Amazon, however, it is a little bit more expensive than what you would have paid for Costco. Costco in store was $28.99, I think I paid for it. It was around that, $28.89 or so, whereas on the website it's $41.89, but that includes your shipping. So you would be better off going into store if you know someone who has got a Costco card. However, you don't have to just go for a Brookstone's one. You can go for many other cheaper brands. They all work the same. All will be as safe. This is just the one that I happen to find. As I was kind of intrigued on how good they are. I was not actually expecting it to be as good as it is, but it really is. It's instantaneous heat. The minute you switch on the power, about 10 seconds, you get heat straight away, and that's on the low setting. So it doesn't take ages to heat up. See, like electric blankets do take a lot longer. As I've known from having one, I had 2 in the past I did. No, I've had 3 in the past actually I have. So, I highly recommend it. So for someone like me who can't have an electric blanket because I have a sofa bed, which means I can't fold an electric blanket, this is ideal for me. You just sit up on your bed or on your sofa. Anyway, I mean, you obviously can't walk around the house with it, it's the only thing you can't do. But you can, it's nice thing if you sat in an armchair or so, or even on the floor. It's good for sleepovers as well. Just the safety instructions, please give them a read through. They are there for a reason on the care and maintenance tips, but also the operation tips. Do not let anyone who is immobilised, who cannot operate this on their own, do not leave them unsupervised, especially young children. It is extremely safe, but it needs a safe operator to be worked properly as well. I'll put in the description where you can buy this from, and I'll list a load of other ones that are similar to this. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.